Hi, boys and girls. Well, we learned from our previous story that the Earth has different time zones. And this book shows us what it would be like if we could travel around the world really quickly and see what it is like in different time zones at the same time. Now that's a bit of a contradiction. The title of our story is Somewhere in the World Right Now, and it is by Stacy Schutt. All right, we can see this little person is in bed looking at a clock and checking out the time. Clocks help us keep track of time so we know when things occur, things like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and playtime, free choice center time, recess time. All of these things are very important. When it's time to go to school, when it's time to come home, when it's time to brush my teeth, when it's time to go to bed, when it's time to wake up. Time is very important. When we look in this book, it has an image of all the time zones across the planet Earth, and you can see the different time zones measured by the clocks across the top. Well, let's find out what it is like in each of these different time zones over the course of a day. Somewhere in the world right now. And this is a lot of information about the time zones and how they were created. Somewhere in the world right now, it's deepest night. Fog hugs the shoulders of buildings and bridges. A baker slides long loaves of bread into an oven. Somewhere, somebody watches a movie. A mouse hunts for crumbs. So we've got our person watching the movie, the baker baking the bread, and the mice hunting for crumbs. So looking at the colors the artist and illustrator used here, I am guessing that it is nighttime. Somewhere else in velvety darkness, elephants sleep standing up, swaying gently from side to side. So here in the country of Uganda, the elephants are sleeping, and in Kenya, it's still dark as night. We're going to keep spinning, and now we've spun down to Antarctica. Whales breach and dive in the sea, singing their low, sweet songs. Penguins press close to their chicks to keep them warm. Somewhere the night wind sighs and murmurs. The moon shines through a window. A little girl lies dreaming of tomorrow. And tomorrow, we know, is a unit of time. It means the next day, the day following the day we just had. But somewhere else right now, tomorrow is already here. Dawn is breaking. A rooster crows and people are waking up. Who knows what dawn means? What does dawn mean? You are right. That is the morning, another word for the morning. So the morning is starting here. That's what they mean by dawn is breaking. The morning is starting. People are waking up. So somewhere in the world, people are sleeping and elephants are sleeping. But somewhere else, morning is starting. Somewhere it's morning. Families eat breakfast. Kids get dressed for school. Farmers leave for the fields to tend their crops. Birds stretch their wings and sing. A boy hides a note for a friend to find. People go to work, Stores open. Another day has begun. And somewhere right now, people buy food for their midday meal. So while it is breakfast and morning for some people, for other people in another time zone, it's lunchtime. It's the middle of the day. A carpenter measures wood. A dog runs off with his lunch. In the late morning shade, a baby kangaroo naps. A koala munches eucalyptus leaves. I don't think I'd be too happy if that dog ran away with my lunch. Somewhere in the world right now, fishing boats return with their catch. Seagulls swoop and dive and bicker over scraps. Somewhere the afternoon sun gilds workers in the vineyards. Cows graze and rest in the grass, and a girl tends her horses. So somewhere it's the morning, somewhere it's the night, somewhere it's the middle of the day, and somewhere it's the afternoon. All at the same time. Somewhere in the world right now, the sun is setting. Monkeys screech from the trees as a jaguar glides through the jungle. Parrots mutter and chuckle. Shadows grow long. Ooh, we know that's from when the sun is low down and the shadows stretch from our shadow unit. So now it's getting to be the evening time. And somewhere else, the sun has already slipped away, drawing evening down like a shade. In the city, signs flash on and off and on. Trains swoosh through tunnels, taking people home. So we've got people going home from work, people getting ready for dinner. Somewhere, suddenly houses light up. A girl and her brother race each other to the door. The day's work is done, and a family sits down for supper. This is happening in the country of Guatemala. And somewhere else, night has already fallen. Clouds cushion the moon as it climbs across the sky. An alligator sleeps in an inky swamp beneath a tapestry of stars. Ooh, and we learned about how the stars come out at night, or we can see them because of the darkness. The last notes of a song fade into the rhythm of the waves. Somewhere, a truck driver follows her headlights down a lonely road. A night watchman starts his shift. That means he's starting his job, starting his work. His shift is a time period of work for him. Friends say goodnight. Somewhere somebody reads a story and someone listens. So somebody's getting a bedtime story before they drift off to sleep. Voices whisper, "Sweet dreams." And under a blanket of night, lights go out one by one, somewhere in the world right now. So just while we are up, working on Schoology, listening to the story, and figuring out about time, someone else is sleeping. Someone else is having lunch. Somebody else is playing. And all of these things are happening at the same time, somewhere. right now. So, boys and girls, you learned that the earth being round has 24 hours, 24 different time zones. And in each time zone, people are experiencing different time, but all at the same time. How odd. So scroll on down and find out what your job is for today.